Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Gina Bender, and this is my husband, Ed Bender, and we are partners with Victory Nutrition. It's our honor to be able to share with you today. This is Saturday, October 19th. Gosh, I can't hardly believe that it's almost the end of the year and we're going into the holiday season. But we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today for the Victory Nutrition Quick Start training webinar. So it's our pleasure, as I mentioned earlier, to be able to share with you all. And we have a PowerPoint that we would like to pull up and go over some important things with you. So if you're brand new, sit back, grab a pen and a piece of paper. If you're seasoned, still grab that pen and piece of paper. We learn from everyone that we listen to, and we're never too old to learn. So stand by just one moment and let me share my screen. Okay, so we want to talk for just a moment about some upcoming events. As you know, we are halfway through the Victory Tour, and Ed and I had the opportunity to attend the Victory Tour. And, we had our first one in Charlotte, North Carolina. And, yes, it's fine. So our next Victory Tour is going to be this Tuesday, just 3 days away. It's going to be Tuesday, October 22nd at 7 p.m. I've already had several people text me and let me know that they will be there. So if you're a partner, you're going to attend, please let me know. We'll have your name tags ready and available. We'll have you already signed in. That'll save you some time.
And it was a jam-packed event last time we had it, which was October.
It was about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, but it was jam-packed, so please do let us know if you're attending, and we're more than happy to host you. We're more than happy to host your guests also. So if you can't attend, but you got people you want to send them on, tell them to get a hold of Gene and I.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take good care of your potential new prospects. So over the next 3 days, we're going to share with you in this training some ways that you can reach out to those you might know in the area, even if you can't attend. Right after the Charlotte event, we're going to be having another event on Tuesday, November 5th. And our partner, Cynthia Sauer, who is an executive director with Victory Nutrition, she's building an awesome business, not only in Virginia, but across the U.S. And she'll be hosting this event. So I want to make sure you're aware of this event. We had a jam-packed, great event just a few days ago this week.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, had
too much cold, too much hectic, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did have a lot of fun. We met a lot of new people, a lot of new faces, partners that we've been able now to put their voice to their face, as well as we met some new guests and new partners that just came on board. So the event following Cynthia's will be with our director leader, Lisa Turner, and Lisa will be hosting the event on Wednesday, November 6th. Doors will open at 7. The event will start at 7:30, and that's going to be at the Sheraton Reston, which is very close to Washington, D.C. So keep in mind, if you're coming to this event, allow time for traffic, because Ed and I have been up there now like twice, and I can tell you, we have major traffic jams here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So it makes me very grateful that I work from home. But I've never seen traffic like I've experienced up in the D.C. area.
It was nuts.
So we had a great event with Lisa and with Cynthia this week. And again, we met a lot of new people. And so take advantage of these events coming up. With our VNI Life App, those are already posted on the app, and we'll talk a little bit about that later in the training. So I know we have some new people that are attending this training call today. So what we want to do is we want to help you guys get started the right way. If you are seasoned, we've got new tools. We want to make sure if you haven't been plugged in, then we need to help you understand a little bit about these new tools and how it'll help you excel your business. So the first thing you want to do is when you do get started, you want to make sure that you talk with your sponsor or your upline team coach, and we want to go over the partner guide. Now, the partner guide was brought to us through Jeff Hooks and the corporate team, and we absolutely love this partner guide. I have did several partner trainings, not only with those that I have personally enrolled, that Ed and I have enrolled, but also with some of our new team partners. So if you're brand new and you don't, in your what I call ignorance on fire, then let us work with you. Let us help you and teach you and do some two-on-ones and go over this information with your brand new people. That's how you learn it. You don't want to, try to do all this and learn it all by yourself. We believe in working together as a team.
And our organization is quite large, not as large as we want it, not as large as it's going to be, but this type of information really helps us when they call us. If they have this at their fingertips, and the only way they're going to know to have it at their fingertips is you as a responsible sponsor show them this information and have them fill it out with them. I mean, it's information they're going to need throughout their partnership with the company, so it really is important to fill these forms out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to cover a little bit of the information that you see on this form. Don't turn it yet.
Okay.
So the reason I want to cover it is because this information, as it says, it's important information. So it says my VNI partner ID or username. It's always good to know your partner's ID number. When I put someone in the system, I always add their information to my phone, and I also put dash and then who the sponsor is, because this business is about building relationships. If you or one of your team members reaches out to me, for instance, if I have that information handy, it makes it easier to help them log in to their back office if they need help, especially when customer service may not be available. It may be on a Saturday or a Sunday. It may be the end of the month. It may be closeout. I do want to mention, our president and COO, Jeff Hooks, came on board 15 months ago and brought a lot of these new tools to Victory Nutrition. So we feel like we have everything now in place to really take the company to the next level and build. So if you came on board with Victory Nutrition prior to April of 2018, then make sure you know your ID, because you will need to log in. Rather than your username, you want to log in to your VNI.life website with your ID. After April, if you came on board, then whatever you set up for your username, you will log in with that and with your password.
Now, usernames and passwords are unique to you. So, there's no way possible for us to know it unless you tell it to us. I mean, there is a place in the genealogy that we can read usernames, but we don't know passwords at all. So if you're calling us for help, we need to know your password, or if you're calling us with help with somebody else, they need to know their password. So.
Yeah, exactly. And you're probably wondering why enrollment date is on here. Enrollment date's very important, especially if you come on board as a partner. If you're sharing these supplements with others, we say, use the product, share the products, and teach others to use and share the products. That is truly the basics of building your VNI business. But if your partner came on board after, perhaps becoming a preferred customer, then it's important for you and for them to know the enrollment date, because we have incentives that start the day they enroll as a partner, such as, we have a great map pool. And you have the first month that you get involved and 2 additional months if you want to participate in the map pool, which actually it's like, I look at it like free money. I'm out here and I'm sharing it with other people anyway, and the company is going to give you a share in that pool if you enroll 5 other partners who are ordering a minimum of $130 a month, and they're on a monthly subscription.
And don't get bogged down in the details. I mean, really want you to understand that, you know, if they're a preferred customer or customer and then they switch into partner, it isn't until they switch into partner their clock starts ticking. And the clock is there for a reason. The reason is we want to get people started quickly. We want to put their business in the black quickly, and we're going to show you how to do that later in the program.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, we have on the form, there's actually 2 parts. There's 2 sheets to this form. So we have the personalized website on here because it's important for you to know what your URL is, what your personal website is. And a lot of times people forget that, forget what it is. When we register a new person, we'll usually use their first and last name. That makes it easy. You can change that. But another situation that I see with partners is they want to go to their website, and when they're enrolling a new person, they want to sign in. You do not need to do that. You got to think about this as if you are the customer going to the person's site who shared the products with you. All your new person needs to do is just go to your URL. That's going to put them on your site. It's going to put them on the customer/preferred customer site. They're not going to see anything about becoming a partner or anything about building the business. So the website will do the work for you. You just need to make sure that you convey the right information, your URL, to get them to that site. So just keep in mind, you do not log into your site if you're the one sponsoring a new person. I had a client of a doctor call me yesterday, and I knew immediately the doctor's URL. I didn't need to log in, and I helped that client, register as a preferred customer to order brain rewards. So that's really all you need to know to share with others is your URL. And we have on this also the enroller name. So who is your sponsor? You want to make sure you put that down, and you want to put down their contact information, their cell number, and their email. Your sponsor may not be local. So if you don't have this information, then it's hard for you to get the support that you need from your sponsor. Now, I also have on this form other important information, and I always add, the upline team leader from that person, or sometimes I will add Jeff's number on there, because we do have partners that come on board that are excited out of the gate. They want to do the 3-way calls, and they need this information to be able to help them excel in their VNI business. And of course, we have the VNI corporate information on here. We have the customer service information. Make sure also you take advantage of the social media and go in and subscribe to, the VNI YouTube page, because you'll get the notices as soon as these videos are posted. Suzanne Brady, who's over our marketing, does a great job of putting information on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on Pinterest. So Ed and I have subscribed to all this, so we keep up with what's going on in the company. The second part of the form, we won't go through this to save time, but there are 10 different things or 10 different checkoffs here, so we're not going to read it all, but do make sure you meet with your upline. If someone shares this opportunity with you, if you can't meet with them in person, meet with them over the phone, or, you might want to do a Zoom presentation with them. Make sure that you help them place their initial order and get on a subscription. The way you're going to build long-term residual income is through the monthly subscription orders. So that's very important. You want to make sure that you start your team member out correctly. Okay, so we're going to talk during this training too on how to build for upcoming events. And of course, we have 3 major events coming up. This is going to be the second half of our vision tour. So on the prior sheet, it did talk about downloading the VNI Life App. To me, that's one of the most important things you want to do if you're going to go out here and share. and we'll go into a little bit about the VNI Life app and help you understand. So you can download the app through your back office. You can click on Tools. You will see a link. If you have an iPhone, you can click right on the Apple download site and go into the store and download it. It is a free download. Or if you have an Android phone, you can download it there as well. And if you want to just go directly to the download sites, you can do that as well without even going into your back office.
But the VNI Life app is something that Gina and I recommend highly that you do. I mean, it is a new application that we've just launched. It hasn't been launched 2 months now, and we're getting great response. It allows you to do a lot of different things that you do with a day planner, or even taking notes on customers. It just allows you to keep organized in the business.
Yeah, absolutely. So we absolutely love the VNI Life app. Okay, so every contact that you have on your phone can be downloaded to your app. So,
and I want to make this distinction, can be downloaded. You can download all your contacts. That doesn't mean you're going to contact every one of them. I mean, I'm not going to contact my Aunt Phil about the product. She knows about the product. I'm not going to send her videos. She's in my phone, but she's not going to get a video from me. You select who you want to send videos to or how you want to contact the people.
Yeah, absolutely. So as Ed said, once you download the app, it's going to take you through a process, and one of those processes is downloading your contacts. It's very important that you download all your contacts. The app is not going to do the contacting for you, but the names need to be in there so you can contact who you choose to contact. Okay, we also have a desktop version, VNILifeApp.com. So once you, maybe you're at home, you send out quite a few, texts through your VNI Life app, and you want to go in and look at more information, perhaps see how long that they watch the video. This will allow you to do that as well.
Now, the login that we're talking about is the same login for your VNI site. So
no, it's VNILifeApp.com.
I understand that, but the login is the same as your VNI.
Yeah, it's your user ID and your password.
So that paper that we were having you fill out is important because that's the same login they're going to use here. Okay, we want to kind of put the cards on the table, and Gina and I have been out doing the VNI tour, and we want to really let you in on what we were teaching out there for part of the program. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So we're looking for, when you download your contacts, you're actually looking for 4 people that want to join you in business. Now, the compensation plan lends itself to, bringing these on one at a time or bringing them all at once. It doesn't really matter. You're looking for preferred customers in the beginning. And as those preferred customers mature, or sometimes even before they mature, they may say, hey, I have a financial need along with a physical need. The product's helping me physically, but I have a financial need also. At that point, you could tell them, look, we could bring you on as a partner. There is a small entry fee, but you bring on as a partner, and as a partner, they're eligible to earn income, but you're looking through your contacts for 4 aces, what I call 4 aces. Now, it really doesn't take much more than 4 aces. Gina and I have built a successful business. We're doing millions of dollars a year in business, and we did it with a very few leaders. So it doesn't take a whole lot of leaders, but you do have to have some people joining you in business. And I will tell you this, leaders will change. I mean, somebody that's really, really a go-getter right this minute, in 2 months may have a family issue or something like that, and they'll fall back. They may not be the leader that was, but more times than not, a new leader will emerge. So just realize you're looking for 4 aces, but those aces can change, and that's part of the training.
Yeah, absolutely. So I always say you're looking for people who are holding their hands up. We have, several products or supplements in the VNI line, but one of our products is the opportunity. So, don't sell anyone short. A lot of people out there are sick physically, but they're also sick financially. So, keep that in mind. Let people know there's an opportunity here to create an income and also to create a significant income.
Yeah, and even if they look financially well off, don't let that fool you. Sometimes they're living paycheck to paycheck. It's just a higher paycheck than the normal person, but they are living paycheck to paycheck. I think the average person, I think the way the government says it right now, is about 2 or 3 paychecks away from bankruptcy. And, are 2 or 3 months away from bankruptcy anyway. So realize that even people that are successful may have a financial need to do a program like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we talked a little bit about the VNI Life App, but keep in mind that the phone is your friend. Years ago when I got started in relationship marketing, we didn't have a cell phone, or very few of us had cell phones. And we used our home phones, and we used fax machines, and we used the old typewriters. I mean, back then it was really a lot harder to build a business. And we even use tools that are not available today through your phone. I mean, I remember buying cases of VHS tapes to get the message out to people about, the first, company that I was involved with. I was what they call back then ignorance on fire. And I saw, where an average person could get involved and create an above average income by helping others. I fell in love with the industry, and through the industry, I fell in love with Ed. He was part of one of my teams. And so we took hold of this business, and, saw this is a way where 2 average people could help a lot of people, make their dreams come true.
And Gina said she had bought cases of VHS tapes. Well, they weren't cheap. And you had to hand them out to people, and you had to realize you'd give them a couple bucks every time you handed out to somebody. If you didn't get it back, you were out a couple bucks. The company has made this so simple that now all you're required to do is send them a video. That's all we want you to do, is send them a video. It's up to them whether they say yes or no to the product, or yes or no to the opportunity. But it's so much simpler. After VHS, we went into CDs, and CDs still, they were great, but they cost you money to do. This application is free to anybody that's a partner, and it absolutely makes a level playing field. It's so much simpler to share it with people than it was before.
Oh, absolutely. And you can start out of the gate, and have your business in the black if you just go out there and share it with a few people.
So you've got your VNI Life App downloaded, and you've got your contact list in there. Now we're going to try to identify your 4 aces. Now I can tell you, sometimes you know exactly who's going to be an ace in the business, but sometimes you don't. I mean, Gina and I have had several people that we thought would be perfect for the business, and they ended up not doing anything. And then we've had other people that we didn't think would do a thing, and they ended up, building large organizations. And like I said, sometimes the timing's not right for people. It depends on a lot of factors, but you're looking for 4 people that are going to lock arms with you and go into business with you. And I used to say all the time, if you can't find 4 people to go in business with you, don't die, because it takes 6 people to carry you to your grave. If you can't find 4 that'll join you in life, then you're going to have a hard time finding 6 that'll join you to carry you off the earth. So, just realize that you're looking for 4 people. It doesn't take more than that. I promise you, Gina and I have got 4 solid leaders in this organization, and we're doing multiple millions of dollars of business. But it took us finding those 4 leaders, and sometimes they showed up quickly, sometimes they didn't show up, for a long time.
And it's much, much easier now, Ed, to do that with the tools and everything that we have in place. When we got started, we had 1 video that was less than 2 minutes.
Yep. So you got many more tools. Now I just put a 2 up here. What would a 2 be representative in the deck? And I talk about the deck of cards, but I think Gina put my deck of cards over there. But I talk about your contact list as a deck of cards. You're looking for 4 aces in your deck of cards. Is there other ways to find 4 aces? Sure, people buy lists. They do a lot of different things. But we really, truly believe that if you work your warm market, the people that you know, and help those people work their warm market, your aces will appear. And it may not be one of your aces. It may not be one of the people that you actually knew. I don't think any leader, well, I'm sure we got a couple, but most of the leaders we've got have appeared in our organization at some point. I mean, they may not have been somebody that we were in contact with on a regular basis. They may have been somebody that we knew or we didn't know, and we know we're pretty well now. But the reason the 2 is up there is when you're sorting through your deck of cards or your contact list, you're going to find people that are 2s, 3s, 4, 5s, all the way up to 10. Those are customers, and we love customers, and 90% of our company right now is customers. We don't have a whole lot of builders, what I consider, builders in a business. We're looking for business builders. We need to find business builders, but realize that 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 are just customers. It's different degrees of enthusiasm that they are. So, a 2's great. Sometimes you run into a joker. What's a joker? A joker is somebody that, says no or says no for now. They may say no to the opportunity, say yes to the product, may say no to the opportunity and the product. Realize you're just sorting through them. It doesn't matter what, I don't take it personal. If I recommend a movie to somebody and they don't go see the movie, I don't sit at home saying, man, I wish they'd once seen that movie. It really doesn't matter to me. And you need to have the same type of attitude here. We want them to join us as partners. We want them to join us as customers. But if they say no, that's okay too. You're again looking for the aces, the ones that really see it like we see it. The way that Gina and I see it is this a way to create financial freedom like we've never seen before. Gina and I are very much average people. We have average educations. Gina's got a little bit of college. I have no college. I ended up doing quite well in the business world, but with no college education. You look for people with desire, and desire is what's going to carry them to be their aces in the organization. I tell people all the time, our sponsor in this business basically quit. Does that matter to me? Nah, it doesn't matter to me what he or she did with the organization or the company even. It matters to us what you do with the group, and it mattered to us what we did with it. We knew we were going to build a large team, but not everybody had the faith in us that we had in ourselves. We knew our financial needs and why we wanted to build it.
Yeah, and again, like Ed said, we had the desire, and look for people out there on your team who have desire. I always again say, look for those who are holding their hands up. And, I ask people all the time that I talk to, hey, if you need help, reach out to me, give me a call. Let me help you do those 3-way calls. And that, by the way, is how you're going to learn to do the 3-way calls, is by listening, learning, and reaching out to your sponsor and to your upline leaders.
Now I've got a 10 up here. What is the 10? 10 is somebody that's using the product and they're loving the product, and they say, hey, I'd like to maybe share the product with a few people. Well, they've just promoted themselves from a 2 to a 10. Now, it's not really a judgment call on our part. We're just saying they're more active. They want more than they did before. Before, they just wanted to, cure a health problem that they were having. Now they're actually saying, I want to engage in the business. So they go to a 10. And, somebody that's a little more enthusiastic, maybe a jack. They absolutely are going after the business. They've already shared it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people as customers, and they've got 1 or 2 partners. The next will be a queen, somebody that is really going after it, found a couple people to join them in business, maybe 3 or 4, and they're going after the business end of it. That's great. You're looking for people like that, but realize you're always looking for the 4 aces. And whether you bring them to the table or they come through somebody else, grab the people in your organization that are wanting to build a business and work with them. Now, do we service our customers? Absolutely. We love our customers. If our customers call us, they're customers. We want to help them get what they want done. But if they're business partners, we want them on the Saturday calls. We want the training to get to them. We want to show them how to build their organization. We want to show them how to use the VNI Life App. So that's the reason we're doing Saturday trainings for people.
Yeah, and you want to say, who are the aces? We know who the aces are on our team. And, you know, we have some of those aces listening in today. You know, we have Lisa Turner, Cynthia Sauer, and others that are listening in. And, you know, I don't want to leave anybody out, but, you know, identify who your aces are. Those are the people that you want to run with. You want to look for people who have that long-term vision, the ones who draw the line in the sand and say, you know, I'm not looking left, I'm not looking right. I know the mission of VNI. I know we're going to help people to become beacons of health, hope, and give them more abundance.
And they pretty much identify themselves. You don't have to really look through your organization or your genealogy to find them. They're going to be the ones that are calling you. They're going to be the ones that are texting you. They're going to be the ones that are asking questions about how do you do this and how do you do that. They're going to be the ones that show up at the meeting and set up the display table for you. They're the ones that are going to be there early and leave late. You know, they pretty much identify themselves. Now, not everybody can devote that kind of time, and some people have jobs and they can't stay late in the meeting, but they are the enthusiastic people that you're going to have at the Victory Tour events that we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Gina wanted to show you a little bit about the dashboard.
Yeah, so we mentioned earlier the VNILifeApp.com. This is just a snapshot to show you where you see 5 times a day. We say keep 5 a day in play, because if you're serious about building a VNI business, you got to use the app, guys. I mean, you know, what we used to do was we used to make lists of people that we knew, people that we love and we care about. But now our phone is our list. I literally have thousands of people in my phone. I sat down yesterday and while I was drinking a cup of coffee, and I sent out 7 or 8 invites and videos, and I had, you know, a couple of people take a look at the videos that I hadn't talked to in years. And one of the guys was someone that was in another company as a prospect, because again, I believe in putting notes in the phone. As your business builds, you're going to be building relationships. And a lot of those will be long-term relationships, people that you'll come to know and love, and they'll be like family to you. We actually spend more time with our Victory family than we spend with our, you know, our kids or our grandkids. They don't live real close to us, but since we're building our business, we do some traveling, and we absolutely love it. We can work, you know, where we want, when we want. And now with the app, we're able to reach people not only here in the US, but we have, you know, people in Canada that we've known over the years, and it's a lot of fun. It's fun to see them, you know, see the phone give me the notice that, hey, they just opened it, they're watching the video, and it makes it so much easier for the follow-up.
And Gina's got on the sheet 5 a day. There are check marks there, and folks, when you accomplish certain things in the application, those check marks will fill up. Gina and I try to make sure those checks, those 5 checks, are done every single day. Now, that may not be your goal, that may not be what you want to do, but that's what we try to do. But I assure you, if you're doing that and make sure these check marks are checked green every day, your business will grow. You'll start finding customers, you'll start finding partners, and the aces will appear in your organization. You can also look up there and see that Gina's got some contacts for other people in our phone. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we somebody calls us up and says, send the video out to such and such. This particular individual may have had his hands full of steel that day. Stanley Schrock is one of our leaders, and Stanley builds large iron fences. So he said, send this to Orphe, I think is her name.
Yeah, Opa.
Opa. Anyway, he said, send it to her. So we've got people that we're also helping prospect people, and we send things out for people all the time. But the whole key to it is making sure that you've got your 5 check marks on a daily basis. If you're not doing it on a daily basis, every other day. If you're not doing it every other day, make sure you do them before the end of the week. But the whole idea is to keep the system going.
Yeah, absolutely. And have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. So move 4 or
move 4 or more.
And you're out the door. Let me tell you why I put this slide up here. I want you to realize that if your goal is just to receive free products, I told this in the meeting the other day, Gina and I bought our first order of VNI products. That was the first order we bought. We haven't bought an order since then. Now, what do I mean?
Had to pay for an order.
We haven't.
We bought it. We've not had to pay.
We've not had to pay for it. We haven't bought it in essence. But you got to realize what I'm saying there. Ever since we first started, we placed our first order, we have received thank you checks large enough to pay for our products from that point. Now we're receiving large enough checks that it's amazing what we're earning. But you got to realize that if you just want to pay for your products, move forward of whatever you bought. And what I mean by that is if you bought a share and grow pack and you want that share and grow pack to be paid for by the company, move 4 or more share and grow packs, and that'll pay for your share and grow pack. If you bought 2 bottles of Protovite and you want 2 free bottles of Protovite, move 4 or more 2-bottle orders of Protovite and your product is free. Now that doesn't mean if you move them to partners or customers, it really doesn't matter. But that's the magic number. 4 or more will pay for your door. So pay for your order. So 4 or more, you're out the door. Your business is in the black.
Yeah, and the reason Ed says that is because when you bring a new partner on or even a preferred customer, you're going to earn a 30% fast start. And if you order just say 2 bottles of Protovite and you're a brand new partner, if you sponsor 4 more and you earn that 30% fast start on what they're ordering, then your fast starts will pay for your product. So your business essentially, as Ed said, will be in the black.
And you know, if you want your product paid for every month, you have to move 4 or more products of sorts that you bought to new end prospects. Now, as time goes on, I can tell you that Gina and I don't do as much prospecting for new people. Now, we still, trust me, every week we get a fast start check. Every 4 weeks out of the month, we usually have fast start checks at least 3. We still are prospecting people, but we're not engaged as much anymore. I mean, when we first started, we had a lot of time on our hand where we could prospect a lot of people. Nowadays, we're a little bit in management mode, not a lot. I want to tell you, don't get caught in that term that you're in management mode. You're controlling your group, you're helping your group grow. You can do that along with prospecting people. But 4 or more products, whatever you want for free, if you'll concentrate on just moving 4 or more to them, to the end consumer, whether it be a customer or partner, you'll have your products paid for. As time goes on, though, people in your organization will move product also, and your checks will get larger. And if you keep this concept going, I mean, sky's the limit on income. So don't be a one-man show. Gina and I have talked a lot about, 3-way calls and helping people. Don't try to do this alone. I mean, really realize we're here to help you. In corporate America, and when I was involved in corporate America, did my boss want me to know everything he knew? Absolutely not. They wanted to keep something back because they wanted their job security. In this company, I want you to replace Gina and I. We really want to help you. We want to teach you everything we know about building this business. Why is that? Because unless I create levels of successful people, that are doing it along with Gina and I, we truly don't have residual income. Gina and I truly do have residual income because we've helped a lot of people earn income. A lot of people accomplish their goals, whether it was paying for the product on a monthly basis or offsetting debt that they had accrued in their JOB just over broke. But don't be a one-man show. Understand that we're here to help you, and we absolutely want to teach you everything we know. We hope you go beyond what we're doing. I mean, we really want you to succeed in this and wildly succeed in this. Is there people in the company that have made more money than us? At times, their checks were larger than us. We happen to be the largest income earners in the company right now, but that doesn't mean you can't be the largest income earner next year in this company. If you're willing to put on your hat and really go to work, we're going to go to work with you. We're going to lock arms with you. And we're going to teach you. And I hope you earn more income than we do. It would be wonderful to see that. I'd like to have that happening all over the organization. And I know you're saying, nah, he don't really mean that. I do mean that. That really is residual income for when you got people in your organization making more money than you do. And some of you have experienced that. I mean, it's pretty awesome when I hear somebody say, well, I got to catch up to that person. They're in my organization. They're making more money than I am right now. I say, good for them. Yeah, that's great. And we want that to happen. We want it to happen over and over again. And we want to be outdone. We don't want to be the top income earners. We want somebody else to earn more money.
One of the keys to success too is as you see, this guy has a phone in his ear. Of course, he's trying to multitask, which is not what you want to do. But the key, one of the major keys, and that we did this very early on, and we continually do this with our VNI business, is we do three-way calls. And we encourage you to learn how to do three-way calls so you can help your team grow and teach them. This is about teaching people and helping them and teaching them how to progress. But three-way calls, if you're not comfortable with the phone, by all means, reach out to your sponsor, your upline, reach out to Ed or me, or even Jeff. We do three-way calls with Jeff. And we've had, some successful three-way calls. We have a lot of success working with our team because we have the belief, we know Bill Downs. We came to this company because of Bill and Kim Downs and their belief and their integrity. And we knew that we were going to build a legacy company. So that's how you're going to learn to be able to get the belief, understand how important a three-way call is by just doing it. And they're a lot of fun. We learn a lot about people by doing three-way calls. I shared at one of our events this week, Ed and I have an electric car, so we stopped to charge. And while we were charging, I reached out to one of our partners, and she gave me the number of a customer, and we called the customer, and it was a lot of fun. The lady was very excited to hear from us. She shared with us her own product review and how the products had helped her. She has emphysema. And, we let her know that, this is getting the oxygen and nutrients into her cells. And, she said, yes, please change me from a customer. She'd only ordered one bottle. She said, please change me from a customer to a preferred customer. I do want to stay on the products. I am really feeling good. I feel the results.
Now, she was more interested. This is kind of funny. She paid retail for the product. And we were talking about giving her product at wholesale, which is the difference between being a customer and a preferred customer. She just had to agree to a monthly shipment of some sort or every other month shipment. But she was more concerned that the person that exposed her to the product wasn't going to get credit for it than anything else. Now, that's pretty wonderful when you think about it. She was concerned that he wasn't going to make commission. We told him, no, it doesn't really matter. We're not calling you because we want to switch you from his customer to our customer. We're calling you because we wanted to help him earn more income. And when she was comfortable with that, she said, yeah, make me a preferred customer, cheaper to the house. I'm happy with that. And sure, I'm going to use the product every month. She was on oxygen. She had advanced COPD, and she knew that she needed a product that was going to oxygenate her blood. So she was really happy that we called her.
Yeah, and we dropped the seed too and let her know that once she's been on the product, for a few months, if she would like to share this with other family members, that we would be glad to switch her, from a preferred customer status to a partner so she could earn thank you checks to help pay for her product as well.
And she was happy about that. She knew that she needed the product, but she also said, I know other people that need the product also. And we told her, you could become a partner like us and do the same thing that your sponsor did with you. And she was thrilled about that. And she said, that won't take commission away from him. And I said, not in the least. He'll still earn us a compensation plan that he brought you to the company. So it really is a win-win for everybody. Just want you to understand that. We're here to help you. We want to help you. We want you to succeed. and plug it into the Saturday calls. You've already showed us that you're a leader.
And I just want to mention, the reason I knew to reach out to this lady is because I do pull reports almost daily. And you can sort a report and see who your new partners are that are coming on board, or who your customers or preferred customers are. So I saw this lady came on board. She came on board the 1st of September, or maybe it was mid-September, and I knew she'd been on the products, and I could tell she was a customer. So I knew she was one we needed to reach out to. You know, there's a saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that was probably 6, 7 levels down on our team, down in our organization. So it helped a lot of people. And again, that's where you want to learn to, you know, work with your team, help them. I did send an email to her sponsor to let him know that she had switched from a customer status to a preferred customer status. Okay, you want to identify, as we talked about this earlier, who to work with on your team. Again, that is so important. There's only so many hours in the day, so make sure as your team is growing, you stay in touch with your team. We do have leaders that do this. I know Cynthia's plugged in. She does an awesome job communicating with her team on a daily basis. So take responsibility. Don't necessarily wait for your sponsor, your upline, to communicate. You know, this is your business. It starts with you. As Ed mentioned earlier, we didn't wait for our sponsor to tell us what to do. We just had the desire that we knew we were going to do this regardless of what anyone else did, you know, with the Victory business.
Yep. Identify your team.
Okay, and so you want to learn how to qualify your business to maximize the VNI compensation plan. If you're brand new, we're not going to, you know, go into a lot of depth about the compensation plan. We can certainly do that on another Saturday training. But make sure, if you're interested in sharing and building and earning income, that you understand the basics, you know, that you need a monthly qualified order of 130 or more. And we'll teach you how to build a successful VNI business.
And you need customers and you need partners. And one partner is the key. You know, if you got customers, that's great, but you need one partner. So one person that's going to be a business partner like you is all that's really required.
Yeah, and we put this slide in here too about the VNI Fall Pin Rank and Grow promo. This is a fantastic opportunity if you're brand new, or even if you're a seasoned partner, to earn some extra thank you checks and for going out there and working with your team. So if you are a partner and you've sponsored a new person into the business and you help them reach the rank of manager, you're going to be rewarded with a $100 bonus. And if you're new, you're saying, well, what is manager? Manager is a pretty easy rank position to hit. You know, we have, when you get involved, you're a partner, you've ordered your product, you're qualified, you did a minimum 130. Now you're going out there and sharing, and you bring on a new partner, they do 130. When you've got a group volume of 375, including your order, you reach the first rank of associate manager.
Now, let me tell you something even easier than that. The Share and Grow Pack that we sell, and we've talked about it, it's shown on the website. Share and Grow Pack is $588, is that correct? About $600 to start your business. Gives you excellent tools, gives you a lot of free product, gives you a deep discount on the product, but it also gives you $588 in business volume. So how many people do you need to do $1,000? If you do a Share and Grow and you have one other person do a Share and Grow, first off, you're part of the way to pay for your Share and Grow for free. Remember I said it only takes 4 people buying the same package that you bought to get yours for free, and that should be a goal for everybody. But you got to understand, $588, you did over $1,000. You're already a manager in the company.
If you personally sponsored 3. So you could have 2, and then the associate manager, you sponsor 1, $375.
Got to have 3 people. You can't do
Yes,
more.
you got to have 3 for
To make
manager.
manager?
No,
Okay.
you got to have 3. So I want to clear that up. You got to have 3, but if you do that 588 and you bring in 3 other people that do 130, you're there. So that is the very best way to start your business, is with the Share and Grow pack, and by far it is our most popular pack. But let me just touch on this slide again before we go on.
Okay.
As a partner, work with your team, work with the people you personally bring to the table that you sponsored. Help them hit rank position. At manager, if they hit manager, you're going to get a $100 bonus. If you help them get to executive manager, you're going to get another $100 bonus. If you help them get to director or even executive director, that's another $100 bonus on each one of those positions. So just with one person, you have the potential between now and the end of the year to earn up to a $400 bonus. Now, you might be brand new and you're looking at this and you're saying, wow, I can earn all these other bonuses through the comp plan, through the rank advancement, because there are other bonuses associated with this. But you, as a sponsor working with your team, you have the opportunity to earn extra income during the holidays to help build your business. If you're the brand new partner looking at this and you hit the manager position, manager is going to pay you a $300 bonus, and that is spread out over a 4-month period. What the company's going to do to help you is they're going to take that first month installment of $75. They are going to double it to $150. Executive manager, basically you and your team have reached $4,000 in volume. When you hit that, that's a $600 bonus, and the company will break that up over a 3-month period, over a 4-month period, and which that 150 for the first month installment is going to double to 300. So as you can see here on the chart, you know, they take the first month installment also for director and executive director, and those bonuses are doubled. Director from 250 to 500, and executive director from 500 to 1,000. So this is a great way during the holidays, and we have to December 31st to help our new partners hit some of these new bonuses, you know, manager, executive manager, director, and executive director.
Now, let me tell you, they're cumulative. You could do this all in 1 month. It doesn't have to take you 4 months to do it. It doesn't have to take you 5 months to do it. You can do it your first month. You can run through all these bonuses, and we have had people do that, run through all the bonuses in 1 month. It's a phenomenal comp plan that will compensate you. And that's above and beyond the 4 people that I was telling you you needed to get your product for free. These are other bonuses that are built in. So there is bonuses for moving quicker than slower. So that's why I said, download your VNI Life App, make sure your contact's in, and start exposing the videos to people. And the people, the aces will appear.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, this is kind of what I call a VNI comp plan sheet. And this sheet I want you to be familiar with. We will go over this sheet in another training. We're running a little bit time-wise. We're almost an hour now. But I want you to understand, if you call me to help you qualify, this sheet I'm going to want you to have in front of you. So if you haven't got it in front of you, we're going to have to take time and make sure you got it printed out and everything. This sheet is actually how you qualify for PIN position. It really matters at executive manager. You know, it matters how the organization is structured. Not a lot, and there's not a lot of structure requirements. There's not a lot of gotchas in this comp plan. This comp plan is designed to pay people that are working the business. They're absolutely bringing in preferred customers, and partners. That's the way the comp plan works. And that if you do that simple thing, you can make all the money you want to make here. If you just want to pay for your product, we can make sure you pay for your product. If you want to earn income for a new car or a house payment, we can make that happen also. We've got people, you know, from all walks of life doing that in this compensation plan.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to mention again the VNI Fall Vision Tour. Make sure that you contact us. The next event will be coming up in just 3 short days. That's this coming Tuesday. We'll be at the Renaissance here in Charlotte. Bill and Kim Downs will be coming down from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Jeff Hooks will be here, our president and our COO. Ed and I will be hosting the event. Again, we want you to send people to the event. If you cannot come, we promise we'll take good care of your prospects. We'll get them registered. We'll help them get product. Kim will be graciously bringing product down, which will help them save on shipping. So we're going to have a blast. It's always a great event. So we want you to attend that. And we want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your Saturday morning to join us. You know, Victory Nutrition is a safe harbor for your health, hope, abundance, and to help you build your dreams. So set sail with us at Victory Nutrition International. And we look forward to working with each and every one of you. Reach out to us. God bless you all, and you have a wonderful and a blessed weekend. And we will talk soon.
We'll help you find your 4 aces.
Yes, absolutely. God bless you, everyone.